Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody can hear me okay. Guys, if you could let me know if the audio and the video is working all right, I would appreciate it. Obviously, this is still a new system and bugs. So go green, go white. Hey, buddy. Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, so let me know, please, if you can hear me, see me, everything's okay. Waiting for any of those texts to come in. Looks great. Cool. How about sound? How about sound is okay? And let me know on that, please. Anybody? Just want to make sure I'm not just sitting here talking to myself, which I do often enough anyway. All right, I'm just going to assume it's good. I'm not getting anything telling me that it's not good. So, all right. How's everybody doing? I hope good. Thanks, guys. There we go. How is everyone? Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody is healthy at home, staying safe, doing well. Everybody's good here. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jeff, Larry, everybody for letting me know, Jeff and everybody else. So you guys know this is a new system. I'm streaming through my Canon M50. Good video and audio. Thanks, guys. Cool. Thanks for the thumbs up too. I always appreciate those thumbs up. Those do help out the channel. So yeah, I'm testing this new audio or this new system out where I'm streaming through my main camera. So it's into the camera, and then plugged into the computer, and then and live streamed out from there. So I just always want to make sure that everything's working all right before I just sit here and just yak at myself for however long before I even realize nobody's watching or can see me or hear me. But cool. Hey, happy May 3rd, everybody. I actually had just looked down at the date. I'm always forgetting what day it is. Some days I swear I think it's Sunday and it's a Thursday, or I think it's May and it's April. I'm always, hey, Greg, good to see you. Mark, Milwaukee Mark is here. Very nice. Yeah, but I'm always seem to be forgetting. So please forgive me, obviously, as I'm doing this new system. I want to look at the camera, so I'm interacting with everybody, but I also have to look down. Hey, Mike. I also have to look down to see what the comments are. So please forgive me. I'm not trying to be rude in any way by looking away from the camera. But Doug Kepler says cold is coming. What do you mean, Doug? What, we going back into winter? What's going on? Flew us all in. So you guys know, this. Hey, Muskegon, cool. Whitehall. Yeah, it is beautiful outside. Every day is a beautiful day, Jace. Every day. But yeah, it is gorgeous outside. I think we're mid-60s here. Sun is out. Scott almost forgot about this. Well, happy to have you here anyway, Scott, no matter what time you show up. Excuse me. A little catch in my throat. Anyway, St. Joe is here. Very nice. Yeah, we got quite a few. How many we got? 52 people, 18 thumbs up. Good to see it. I got to do something to get this. I got something in my way where I can't see all the comments really well. All right. Beautiful walleye fishing over in Lake Erie. So yeah, Lake Erie I hear has just been lights out. So what I was trying to say is, this whole channel or the whole live stream here, this isn't just about me talking. And I appreciate everybody that does come here and listen. Whoever would want to listen to me for however long we talk, it's still mind-boggling to me, but I do appreciate it. But this is all for you guys and gals as well. Get on here. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't know all the fishing reports out there. There's no way I could know them all. So talk. Let everybody know what's going on in your area. Let everybody know what's working. That's what I love about this. I go back in and I look at the comments. I got to get you a different shirt. No, I'm fine with this one, man. I'm fine with it. I got no problem with the U of M. I have no problem with rivalries, everything like that. If it says Michigan on it, I'm all for it. People get so crazy about, college sports and everything. And, I've seen some crazy fist fights break out over that stuff. And to me, I'm happy to support anything from the state of Michigan. And I'm happy for anybody, Wisconsin. I'll even say Ohio. Big Ten, go Big Ten. That's my thing. If we do well in the Big Ten, I'm all for it. All right. So anyway, where was I going? Oh yeah. So anyway, talk amongst yourselves. Let that information go out. That's what this is all about. This is about everybody having a chance to talk. Communicate. Say what's going on in your area. I know some great walleye going on right now. So let's talk about the fishing report. Let's get up. I think that's probably what I'll do from now on. I like to get on here and I like to say hi to everybody, and then I'll talk about the fishing report. Then we can just have a talk session where any questions you have or anything you want to talk about. Let's do that. But I had a guy email me the other day. It was the strangest thing. It was a couple of weeks ago now. But he emailed me and he said, hey, or his email or a comment or whatever it was. He said, hey, I used to like your channel, but now you go on your live streams and you say hello to everybody too much. He didn't like that. He just wanted me to come on here, do the fishing report, and be done, turn it off. Well, and I told him right back. I said, I'm never gonna apologize for being polite to everybody. I'm never gonna say sorry for saying hello back to someone. So I guess he just unsubscribed, and away he went. Hey, if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. I'm fine with that too. But I'll never apologize for coming on here and saying hello to everybody and just being polite and having a nice time. I look forward to these all the time. So anyway, Andy K. Purple Taco do not have green glow bullet heads. Yeah, the closest thing they got, these are the KRW green glow bullet heads. You're not going to be able to see it on the camera, but those are the green glow ones from KRW. The ones you get from Purple Taco are just a little bit different on that color, a little bit different, but they still work pretty darn good. Hey, Leroy is here. Yep, that's what I was just talking about, Lee. The chartreuse ones that you have. But Leroy is here from Purple Taco, owner, great guy. He and his wife Deb, co-owners of that great company down in Charlotte, Michigan. Say hi to Lee. Where did I get him? I got him right from KRW, and you can't really get him, unfortunately, like I'm able to get him. So I apologize for that. But yeah, that's where I got him. Yeah, but Lee's here. If you got any questions for PT Purple Taco, please throw it on there, and Lee will be happy to get you any information. All right, so let's talk about fishing report real quick. Around here, lake trout is still lights out. If you're going out right now, you're still going to be able to catch them up in the shallows, anywhere from 12 foot deep out to 30 foot deep. So you're going to be cruising those second and third sandbars. Again, it's going to be body baits, the floating rapalas, the classic floating rapalas, the thin fins. Gold and silver are always good on the rapalas, and for thin fins, I really like the red and the orange with the black squigglies on them. Those always work really good for me also. Not many browns showing up. In fact, I haven't heard of any browns. Hey, Bob's here from Tangle Tackle. Yeah, go right back to you, Bob. But I haven't heard anything on the browns in the last couple of weeks. I feel like those lake trout moved in and they just shoved the browns right out of there. And that happens. The lake trout are so thick and so heavy right now that you almost can't keep them off your lines, from what I'm hearing from everybody out there. I personally have not been out fishing yet this year. I know, what a bummer. Just got too many other things going on, working on the boat and whatnot. But from everybody that I'm talking to, it's just a lake trout bonanza up there. And I'm talking to people down to Muskegon, Ludington, around here up to Frankfurt. Seems to be really what's the same story all up and down the shores. Over in, I don't know really anybody to talk to over in Wisconsin. So if you got Wisconsin information, please, 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 Jim, tell them to attack my lines. Check if you got information from Wisconsin, please throw it on here, so people can get that information as well. I know we have a lot of people from Wisconsin on here. We got a lot of people from Lake Ontario. We got people all over Michigan on here. We got people in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Pacific Northwest, Oregon, Washington, even Alaska from time to time, even Australia I've even seen. So love that stuff. Love that people can come on here and just communicate and get all that information going. So that's it really on the lake trout and the browns. Kings are starting to show up here slightly. And what I mean by slightly, we're just getting a few sporadic ones showing up while people are out brown trout and lake trout fishing. Still in that shallow water. We had that big blow from the south last week. A lot of that warm water is starting to get pushed up here. And as that warm water starts getting here, those kings obviously are going to push out deeper. The lake trout are going to push out deeper. So keep an eye on the water temps. If you're starting to find pocket of warm water out in the deeper areas, out to 50 plus feet, it's a good idea maybe to slide out there and look for some of those fish out in those areas as well. Keep an eye on your graph also. You'll start seeing marks showing up in those deeper waters. So kings are showing up, and from what I'm hearing, guys, they're big. They're really big this year. Jeff Thomas, if I remember the name right, downstate is out catching kings right now. He sends me emails all the time, pictures of the fish, him and his kids on the boat having a blast, and the fish are big. So I think we're going to have, like we talked about before, we're going to have some really big fish this year, and I think the numbers are going to be on par for what they were last year, real similar, or maybe even a little bit better. That's my gut feeling. I hope I'm right, because if I am right, it's going to make a lot of people very, very happy out there. And it seems like we're on a really good trend. You know, Lake Michigan for a while there was on a really bad trend. And I mean, for several years, it was tough fishing. But last couple of years, size and numbers are starting to slowly crawl back up. The management's really good right now. The stocking is getting back into place. Really good things are coming back around this way on Lake Michigan, which makes me so happy, because Lake Ontario is kicking our butts right now. Lake Ontario has lights out fishing, it seems, for the last several years. And I got to say, at times I was a little jealous of what you guys were doing over there on Lake Ontario. Okay, so that's it for Kings. Like I said, they're starting to show up. If you're downstate right now, I'm sure Coho are doing pretty well from what I've heard lately. Coho are doing pretty good. Kings, I know, are starting to show up down the way. Then, obviously, as the warm weather continues on, those Kings always come north, and we'll be able to follow them right up the pipeway there, the pipeline, all the way up in our area and north of here. I remember last year, Muskegon around late May, I think it was. Muskegon was just destroying big Kings. Destroying them, and then they turned off like a light down there. In another 2 weeks, we had them up here. It's just nice to watch that migration come up this way. All right, river fishing, I haven't heard much on. Again, with all the restrictions going on right now, I don't know of a whole lot of guys. There's no guiding right now. There's no chartering, so I can't talk to my charter buddies who are out in the rivers all the time, so I can't get that information. So I apologize. I don't have any river information for you. Pier and shore fishing, I'm still seeing a lot of guys out there doing those things. So I imagine with all the lake trout that's in the area lately, I imagine there's still some really good shore fishing going on. Pier fishing, I'm not 100% on. If anybody knows anything different than me, please tune in or please chime in here. It's tough right now with everything going on the restrictions. It's tough for me to get this information, because if the charter guys aren't going out there, those are my go-to guys normally. They give me really good information, and they're people that I can trust. So anyway, what else I got? Perch fishing around here. Haven't heard a whole lot on that. A few boats have been going out. I got one guy that's out there all the time, and he says it's hit and miss on Portage Lake, Manistee Lake. He's chasing them all over the lake. One day they're in one spot, he goes there the next day and they're gone. So he's chasing them all over the lake, and he's not getting great numbers. Anywhere from 12 to 15. And a lot of dinks coming in, nothing really big. So that's it on perch fishing. Walleye fishing around here, it seems to be that the general consensus is that the walleye spawn, the big walleye run, is probably come and gone already. Most boats I've talked to have been going out and doing that. They're not coming back with hardly anything, if anything. So it seems like the walleye spawn run might have been a bit early this year. So that's unfortunate, because we truly get some monster walleye around here every year. All right, so how many people we got? 96 people. That's really cool. That is outstanding. That is about it for the fishing report around here. I just want to go over a couple of things real quick before we kind of get into the Q&A or whatever. So the people that won the spoons a couple of weeks back, I haven't shipped those yet, and the reason being is I'm trying to go to the post office as little as possible, and I'm sure everybody can understand why. We're all limiting our movements right now. We're trying to go to the grocery store as little as possible, the gas station. So I haven't gone to the post office yet. I wanted to wait till I got some more things ready that I needed to send out before I did that, but I am definitely going to do that. Last week, I had these 4 fish flashers, big 12-inch Kingfisher 2 flashers, up for a winner. And what I did is I went through all the comments, and I just had a random comment generator pick out a winner. And the winner of that is Jeff Spear. And I was kind of tickled to see that, because Jeff's been coming on the channel here for quite a while. So Jeff Spear, what I need you to do is email me your address at christangletackel@gmail.com, and I will send those out. once you do that, I'll send those out along with those spoons to those other people and get everybody taken care of that way. So hope everybody understands why I haven't been shipping out a whole lot of stuff. Hey, Tanya, thanks. Thank you very much. Hey, Jeff, you're out here. Cool. Yeah, you're the winner, buddy. Congratulations. So, what else did I want? So you guys know a couple weeks ago I said I was going to give away these Costa sunglasses. These are really nice sunglasses too. These are Costa slack ties, I think. They're always on the inside of the frame. Yep. Costa slack ties in the green mirror lens with the two-tone frames. So I'm going to give these away next week on next week's live video, Sunday live video. Somebody's going to win these. So again, the way that people seem to like to do this the most for the bigger things is anybody that super chats on here for any amount of money. I don't care, any donation. Anybody that super chats is entered into the drawing. And then, of course, anybody that supports us on Patreon. If you go on Patreon, look up Tangle Tackle Fishing. You can find our Patreon page. Any support, either through super chat or through Patreon, you're in for the drawing. And you can, we'll do that all the way up till the end of next week's live video. So any super chats that we get tonight and any super chats that we get during next week's live video, those people are into the drawing for those Costa sunglasses. So I think they're like $249 retail. I forget what I paid for them, but it was somewhere around there. All right, cool. So that's it on that. Yeah, Jeff, Chris TangleTackle@gmail.com. There you go. Yep. Or you can always hit me at Chris@darkbluecharters.com also. Hey, all right, shameless plug. If anybody's looking for a charter, I still have lots of openings for the summer. Darkbluecharters.com is the website. Happy to book anybody. We're still pretty slow on bookings this year, and I kind of expected that. Well, not kind of. I did expect that. I know everybody's maybe holding off a little bit to see how this whole the whole dynamic plays out throughout the state and other states. Hopefully, hey, New Hampshire's here. Nice, Ernest. Nice to see you. Hopefully, the restrictions get lifted here fairly soon on charter fishing and whatnot. We'll start booking up those trips. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic year for charter fishing out there. Hey, Ryan, thank you so much. There. So you're into the drawing now for the Costas, and thanks for supporting the channel. All those donations, all that support, that all goes. And there's my sister throwing in our super chat. Thanks, Sister Sarah. All that support goes directly in the channel. I flip it over for camera gear or upgrades to video equipment or just gas in the boat, so I can take the boat out and do some cool videos for you guys, throughout the whole year. Don't think that I'm going out and buying a case of Bud Light or anything with that, because that's not what I'm doing. All right. So anyway, that's it on the Costas. That was it. Jeff Spear, congrats again on those flashers. And then, of course, we're still giving away the charter. One guy wanted me to cover that again in an email, or he sent me an email wanting me to cover that. If you want to get it on the charters, you just have to support us on Patreon. The information to do that, if you go back and one of my videos and you just look and see, do you want to win a free charter or something like that, all that information is right there, how to enter that free charter giveaway. Like I said, this is not going to be just a run-of-the-mill late September charter. I'm gonna hold a spot open. This is for the Bud Light. Thanks. Who was that? I got to look and see who that was. Oh, won't let me scroll up for some reason. That was outstanding. Whoever that was. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. Thank you so much for the channel support, the donations. They really do make this easier for me to come on here and make these videos. And Rabid Trash Panda, man, that was one of my favorite names. Yeah, it really does make it easier for me to get these videos out to everybody out there, all you guys and gals, all you anglers, salmon fanatics like myself. So thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. It really does help the channel. All right. Where was I going with any of this? I can't remember now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're here. We're 20 minutes in. For some reason, I can't scroll up on my chat. It drives me nuts. Drives me nuts sometimes when I can't do what I want to do. Oh, wait. That might do it. Maybe. I don't know. All right, so let's talk. What do you guys want to talk about? Who's got questions? All right, there we go. Oh, Zach Schultz. Thank you so much for the channel support, my man. And I can actually scroll back up now and see who else that was. Ryan Brunsting. Ryan, thank you so much. My sister Sarah. Brad Shelton for the Bud Light, man. Thank you, Brad. I'm still not going to buy Bud Light with it, but hey, I appreciate the gesture anyway. Cool. All right. And there's my sister Laura throwing out a super chat also. Thanks, Laura. Love you guys. All right. So we're 20 minutes in. Lately, these have been going really long. Color braid for Lake Michigan. I just go with the standard green, the stuff that the Power Pro comes in, the Power Pro and the Daiwa and the other companies out there that make those super lines. Yeah, I just go with that standard green. Can you use drop weights on lead core to give an estimate how much farther down? Jim, that's a really good question. What I used to use for putting on snap weights on my lead core were called dive bombs, and they're made by Stinger. And I think Stinger still makes them, and I think a couple other companies make similar things. And they are just clip-on weights, and they're fast on and they're fast off. And what I found I used to really like running them on my 5 colors because it would turn my 5 color into like an 8 or a 9 color. So I had a little more flexibility with my rod and reel packages. But they come in a lot of different weights, a lot of different sizes. But if you go on Stinger, and I forget what their website is. I don't think it's stinger.com. I think it's something else. If you just look up Stinger fishing, you should find it. But dive bombs are a great way to go if you want to use like snap-on weights. They also have a little dive plane on the front of them on the nose. So it's not just the weight taking that down. That little dive plane helps also. That's a really good question. Just got my first salmon boat. What are the must-haves? Well, obviously, you got to have the gear, rods and reels, quality rods and reels. Get what you can afford. I always say buy nice or buy twice. That's a saying that I always like because it really makes sense. If you buy cheap stuff in a year, you're going to want better stuff because you're going to end up hating it. So get what you can afford. Upgrade when you can. I'm a Kuma guy. I love Akuma. I love Daiwa, and I love Shimano. Those are my big 3 right there. But mostly Akuma on the boats that I fish on. Shimano being a very close second, the Shimano Takotas. Quality downriggers, Big John. I'm a Big John guy, huge fan. Your downriggers, your rod holders, those type of things. Do your research. Pick what works for you. Just because I say go get Big John doesn't mean you have to go get Big John. There's some good companies out there, and whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you fish confidently with, that's what works for you. Because the more fish you catch, the more confident you get in your gear, the better you're going to feel when you head out there fishing. Really, that's half the battle. Just fishing with confidence. What type of wire size for diver? The Blood Run. I believe it's the 7 strand. I think it's 32 pound. It's 30 or 32 pound. The Blood Run. That's what I really like for the wire divers. Good question. I used to pleat weights with a can and release. Cool. Zach Schultz says money. Yeah, you got to have, man, you're not kidding. You get into salmon fishing, it is the most addicting and the most expensive hobby you'll probably ever have. It is, yeah, every year. You think you get enough stuff, and then you realize the next year that you don't have enough stuff, and then you got to go get more stuff. Do not buy Canon Digitrol 10 TSs. Canon does not support the cable that connects the downriggers. All right, Dan, thanks for the input there. One thing I wanted to say last week when I was going back through the comments, like I said, I miss a lot of things here. We had a couple trolls come in last week and just say a bunch of gibberish on there, and all of you, quite a few of you, just lit that person up, and they seem to get the heck out of Dodge in a hurry. So I really appreciate that. I'm going to miss them, and I'm not going to pay them any attention anyway. If I can find the time to realize what's going on and then just ignore them. So whoever did that, I forget who it was, but thanks for doing that. If we continue to get those trolls on here, because we got 104 people right now, and I'm sure some talk about down the road. But anyway, I just wanted to say thanks for all of you that did that. That was really cool. Excuse me. What do you think of Fishhawk X2? Never used it. I've never used the X2. I've used the X4D and the X4s and then the old 840s, but I never used the X2. But I'll say this about Fishhawk. If it has the name Fishhawk on it, it's probably pretty darn good. They seem to really have their act together and really make some darn good products. And it's not like they're not going to. If you do have the off chance of having a problem, their customer service is lights out good. Lights out good. The Fishhawk X4D is great. Completely agree. Don't talk about how expensive it is. My wife is in the room. Sorry, Frank. She's going to find out sooner or later. Nothing I can do about that. Tried new Dreamweaver Ninja boards today. They're amazing and worth the money. Jeff, completely agree. Nice to see you on here also, Jeff. Thanks for all the pictures and the info you're sending me from downstate. But yeah, I got a video on here from last year when I tried the Ninja boards, and I'm absolutely impressed with them. And then I took them out and fished with them many, many times last year. And I completely agree with Jeff. They are worth the money. Excuse me. A little bit more expensive, but they're absolutely worth it. Ugh. Oh, catch there in my throat. Speaking of stuff, trying to get an upgrade on my order from Tangled Tackle. Not answering the phone, no voicemail. All right, Mark, thanks for cluing me in on that. What's going on is the store is closed down right now. The store owner is coming in sporadically. If he hasn't called you back, I will make sure to get a hold of him tomorrow and make sure that you get some kind of answer on that. I haven't been in there in weeks since this whole virus thing has gone on. I haven't been in there. I don't know what's going on with him. I know he's got a bunch of irons in the fire right now. And in fact, I'll even talk about that a little bit. He just bought a new shop. So the whole shop is moving about a mile north or maybe a mile and a half north of where it is presently. So his head is probably bent in a million different ways. I'm hoping that within a week, I'm going to be able to get back in there myself. And anything that he hasn't caught up on, I will take care of it. I'll give you my word on that. Depth of the cannonball is nice. Cool. Bit of a sound lag now. Thanks, Bruce. All right, appreciate that. Yeah, it could just be the internet needing to catch up also. All right. We're about a half hour in. Got 96 people. And, yeah, we might be in a little bit of a lag here because I'm not seeing any more. All right. I think my signal keeps dropping. All right, I appreciate that. It could just be the Wi-Fi. Get other people here on the same system. 3 go-to flashers to run at the same time. I don't do well with them. Don't know why. 3 go-to flashers. Good question. Who was that? Robert Finney. Robert, oh man, you put me on the spot. 3 go-tos. They're going to be Dreamweaver Spin Doctors. It's going to be a Kevin's Girlfriend 8-inch. It's going to be the double pearl on the white glow. So the white double pearl glow. And man, there's so many good ones. And probably the white double crush glow. Those 3 right there, I'm almost always running those things. So yeah, I would say the Kevin's Girlfriend, the double pearl, and the double crush. Those are 3 outstanding Spin Doctors. Setting up my first lead core setups and thinking about putting 3 colors of lead on each of them. What are your recommendations on how many colors I should put out? My recommendation for lead core is always let the lead all the way out. You don't want to be clipping your boards onto the lead itself. It actually weakens that Dacron. So always let your lead core all the way out, and that's why I recommend having several different lead core lengths on the boat. 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, 8s, 10s, and 13s are my normals. Those are the ones that'll serve the purposes. But yeah, always let all your lead core, all your copper out. You never want to snap a board onto the lead core of the copper itself. And don't feel like that's a dumb question anyway, because I've seen it done numerous times. No big. Soda, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I'm on the lake in Minnesota fishing right now. Cool. Good luck to you out there, man. I hope you catch a monster. Lead core, do a 2-color. Yeah, some great recommendations coming in. Thanks, guys. All right. We are 30 minutes in. We can wrap it up right here. I think either I'm lagging or you're lagging or something's going on because I'm not getting a whole lot of comments like I normally do, and that's fine. Might just not be a whole lot of questions going on tonight. That's cool. No worries. It's a beautiful day. I'm sure everybody has much better things to do out there. Chris emailed you today, and thanks for. Oh yeah, no problem. Just confirming, if we come up from Central Illinois, we can take our boat out on the water. Yeah. If you're coming up from Central Illinois, the restrictions right now are on for our state is you have to have a place that you're coming to that you own. You can't get a hotel unless something's changed. And I don't think it has. You can't come up, stay at a hotel. You can't come up and rent a place. You actually have to come from owned establishment to owned establishment. But if you're doing that and you got a boat, yeah, you can take it out. Yeah, motorized boating is good to go. You can head out, catch all the fish you want to, man. But you're welcome. Happy to see the emails roll in. Guys, I get so many emails now. If I don't get to your email for a couple of days, please forgive me. I'm getting so many emails right now that it takes me a while to weed through all of them, get the answers back to everyone. And I don't want to miss anything, so I always go back and I double check. If I ever do miss one, forgive me and just shoot me another email and I'll be happy to help you out. Excuse me. Just a suggestion: Stone starting on a limited budget. Yeah, there's lots of ways to go on a limited budget, and some of those ways are really good ways too. What size swivels for spoons, and can I use that swivel to attach to my flashers? No, Nick. Use two different size swivels, and if I remember right, it's the I use Dreamweaver swivels. That's all I use, and I believe I use the size 2s or the 3s for my spoons, and I think you're going to want to jump up to the 4s. For your flashers. Yeah, you never want to use that same one. And try to avoid having two swivels from your line to your spin doctor. A lot of guys I've seen, they'll run a big swivel on the front of the spin doctor and then a little swivel connecting to that. I say just have one line or have a big swivel connected straight to the spin doctor so you're not running double swivels. Hope that makes sense. Spinny rear hole preference, the one by the fins. I believe that's the one that it comes standard with. Whatever one it comes standard with, I'm pretty sure it's the one by the fins. That's the one we use, and I've never changed it. I can honestly say I've never fished it any other way than the one that it comes set with. Michael Jackson, Silver Streak spoons. Silver Streak spoons are excellent spoons. Man, absolutely. I've always liked Silver Streaks. Do you run rings on spoons or bare snap to the spoon? Whatever the spoon comes with, like these suit rings, and I'll just use those rings. And I don't think, in my point of view, I don't think it changes anything if you take the ring off. But I trust Dreamweaver, and I trust the way they've engineered their spoons and their other products. And if there's a ring on there, I'm going to use it because I know that's probably going to be the best way that spoon's going to run. Really good question, though, man. Really good question. Today was my first day. Kimber, 30061. Today was my first day on Lake Michigan in 25 years. Got my Northwest 32-foot carver in Waukegan, Illinois, and motored up to Racine, Wisconsin. That is outstanding. I hope you had a great trip, man. That was really cool. Do people run flashers and spoons at all? Are you talking about? And I've seen it work also. It's not something very common, but I have seen it done. Yeah. I had one guy that used to fish on my boat. Used all your tactics, picked up 2 coho and a laker in 90 minutes fishing the mudline. New 32-foot carver. That's got to be a beautiful boat, Kimber. Nice. And thank you very much for that nice shout out also. Congratulations. Ice Hog 1990. It's my birthday too. Happy birthday, Ice Hog 1990. I don't know how old you are, but happy birthday anyway. Hope it's a good one. So yeah, talking about running spoons behind flashers. I had a guy that used to fish my boat all the time. I worked with him, and he would run the goofiest stuff. I swear he thought the more goofy the thing that he would run, the more of the fish, some reason, would like it. And he didn't catch many fish with the stuff that he ran, but that was something that he did a few times. He put a spoon behind a flasher, and I think it worked once or maybe twice. But it was always fun to see what he would always say, "Can I look in your tackle? Can I go mess with your tackle?" And I'd like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." Yeah, I suppose so. And he would come up with the craziest stuff sometimes. Hey, he had fun, and that's all that mattered. Downriggers on a tri-tune. Yeah, I've seen downriggers on tri-tunes. I've seen downriggers on just regular pontoons. We were fishing a tournament out of Manistee. It was a couple years ago now, a couple summers ago, and the shotgun goes off for the start at 6 or 6:30 in the morning, and we're flying south. And Jim's got a pretty fast boat, a striper, and we're flying south. We're going to fish down by Ludington, and we're pretty far out in front of the pack. And out of the corner of my eye, I started seeing a little flash of light, and I look over, and there's a tri-tune coming up from behind. They're in the tournament, and that thing passed us like we were almost standing still. I don't know what he had on there for an outboard, but that thing was ridiculously fast, and it was just cool to see that thing flying down there. But yeah, I've seen all sorts of fishing gear on pontoons and tri-tunes. Yeah. Sometimes you got to try something different if they're not biting. Yeah, Scott, I hear you, dude. I do. There's other things to talk about there, but yeah, you're absolutely right. For me, if the fish aren't biting, it's usually one of 4 or 5 reasons, and those 4 or 5 reasons are the first things I look at. And maybe that's something I'll get into in another video sometime. There's some intricacies to those things, and it'd just be way too much to talk about right here. There's a charter out of Traverse City that runs a pontoon. Does pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. Can you run spoons with Dipsy divers? Yeah, absolutely, Mark. If you're going to run spoons on Dipsy divers, so my normal setup is to use slide divers because you like a little bit more stealth with those spoons. Not saying you can't run a big long lead off a standard Dipsy diver or a deeper diver made by Dreamweaver, but I usually like, if I'm going to run spoons on my divers, I like using the slide divers. Good question, though, man. Real good question. Tri-tune with a 300 will do 60, no problem. I swear. Probably 60 is what that guy was doing in that tri-tune. It was ridiculous. You can run anything behind a diver. Yeah, that's true, too. You really can run anything behind a diver. Okay. Almost 40 minutes in. 96 people. You're welcome, Mark. Thank you for watching the videos, man. So don't forget, next week, I'm giving away the Costas to anybody that supports us on Patreon. Tangle Tackle Fishing is our Patreon. And, of course, anybody that super chats either tonight or super chats during the live video next Sunday. I'll give these away at the end of the video next Sunday. So thanks to those people that super chatted tonight. I can't say with any more sincerity than I feel how much I do appreciate you guys and gals supporting the channel. It is outstanding. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Ever run meat rigs without a flasher? I did that once. I tried doing that around the pier heads one time. Didn't have any luck with it. But yeah, it was an idea I had it one time. All right, everybody, thank you. You give me all the thank yous. A huge thank you back to you, and you're welcome. Let's wrap this thing up right here. Here's my mom. See you next week. All right. Let's wrap it up right here. Be safe. Have a great week. We'll see everybody here next Sunday, 7 o'clock. All right. Take care, everyone. We'll get out of here now.